China, Japan, and South Korea say they will jointly respond to U.S. tariffs as another round of levies looms. For more on this and what this next stage of the trade war could mean for countries around the world, I'm joined by Alicia Garcia Herrero. She's the chief economist at the French investment bank Natixis. Alicia, thank you for joining us. You're normally based out of Hong Kong, though you're joining us from the UK today. But let's start in Asia. What concerns are top of mind there regarding this latest round of tariffs?
Well, I mean, China's worried about the next round especially because of reciprocal tariffs, but also semiconductor, so a sectoral tariff that has not yet been imposed. They are, in a way, already quite happy about the auto tariffs because in relative terms, it's helping China sell EVs. But the next ones to come could hurt China further, especially the reciprocal tariffs, indeed.
Zooming out, that China imposed counter tariffs on the U.S. In response to U.S. tariffs. Is there anything else on the table from the Chinese side that we're expecting in this new front in this trade war, or is that side of the ledger maxed out at this point?
Yeah, so Chinese tariffs were only around 15% of total imports, and they were mostly on energy, a little bit of agro products, but they're not very harmful for the U.S. So I don't think China is yet trying to hurt the U.S. China is trying to entice the U.S. to the negotiation table. There's a number of things that China can offer, putting less pressure on the US on the BRICS side. I mean, kind of letting the US be on the Western Hemisphere, think about Greenland, think about many things that the US has on the table that China could support. And I think that is a bigger table than Trump 1.0. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about much bigger stuff than tariffs here. And this is why I think China is cleverly, in my view, pausing and waiting for Trump to sit and negotiate much bigger issues to avoid the tariffs and other measures.
One of the things that's jumped out to me as I've been covering this story is the lack of details, even the week that we are expecting the tariffs to be put in place. A lot of it is speculation right now, and we don't have all of the details exactly. Is it that lack of clarity that's really freaking out both central banks and governments, but also companies? I was reading today with the prime minister even looking to fly to Washington to try to convince Mr. Trump personally. Are we expecting any exemptions, or what are you planning for?
Yeah, if a country is to be exempted other than the BIT I mentioned for India, that will be Japan. So there is a chance that Japan will be exempted, or at least partially exempted. I think Ishiba is not going to Washington without a sense that he might get something in exchange, also because of domestic pressure. Yeah, so I think if he's going there, he must have some information that something will come out, maybe not fully as they said, but I don't think Japan will be treated differently.
We spoke about these ideas of countries potentially uniting. You have South Korea, Japan, and China, but you also have, as you mentioned, potentially the European Union and Canada. But Mr. Trump has said that if any of these countries